You went good? Yeah, this is good. This was the five steps. Be very known for this instrument. I love it. You know the violin. They have they very good. So glitchy. Okay, very good. Yeah, practiced. Yeah, good. What did you show? Okay, I guess. Thank you. Yes. That was something very puzzle or what is it? Cracker. Very good. Yes, enjoyable. Okay. What is? Let us play something then. I have some songs new today. Yeah. By the way, we didn't like. Yeah. Yes. This is the interval of 5 as remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it goes. It is about the birch song. Do you remember? Yes. It goes from D. So we start, but nothing. The song itself starts from 5 degree. 5D. So it is but it's easier to find it if you count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in A, D, K, in C major 5. In C major. Yes. You already know the C major. Today we meet again with the D minor song. D minor, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the D. So it is step number 5. And from the step number 5, we go down below. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And songs go like this. 5, 5, 5. And repeat, just repeating. Look at me. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. 5, 5. And this is very beautiful trick here. We are going from 5 to 7. 5, 7. And we actually, this is the trick of D minor. We are missing this D minor trick, okay? 5, 5, 7, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. Could you repeat it for me, please? For me. One more time. One more time, I'll show you. Yes, very good. Yeah, very nice. So song is very simple, but you have to repeat it repeatedly. Yeah, repeat. 5, 5, 5, 5. Look at me, just for now it doesn't really matter. Yeah, for now I'm just showing you the keys. I can show the keys with any part of you, which with a spoon or something, because I'm just showing you the keys. I'm not interested now in what fingers you're using to push these keys. Okay, so that's why I use something different to push it, just for fun. Okay, look at me. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. 5, 5, 7, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. And this is the first part of a song. So it goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but with repeat them. Okay, just I would want it to is it simple for understand? Sonia, understand? Try it out. Don't be mad at me. So, yeah, I'm just using the spoon or a fork or anything. Yeah, just to show you that it is not matter for now. Just the song is not interested in your fingers. Like when you listen to a pianist or a cellist or a singer even, you are not interested what is he doing with his, what fingers he using for his playing melodies and so on. You are just listening. You can actually not see even the musician, yes, but you can hear the music. You can buy it on Spotify, but not knowing who is the musician, yeah. So music is the listening, yes, listening experience. And that's why, yes, so that's why we don't even, like in the, yes, like in the car or in the kitchen. The kitchen is tasty. It's tasty, but you are not, maybe you will be wondering, because everyone could, what is it from, and so on, so on. But for the truth is going that it is, we just have the taste. And this is the same, we just have the melody. Melody doesn't, yes, but as a musician, it is important to know what fingers you are using to be with more mellow sounding, or maybe more jumpy, or it depends on character. It depends on the mood of the piece, okay? The mood of the piece of music, okay? So this music is very calmly. Calmly, it's about the widow song or so on. So that's why, yes. I'm talking for you. Okay, could you try it out with me, please? So we are having D as number 4. Okay, try it out. Okay. So it goes like 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. Could you repeat it, please? Okay, maybe later we will listen. Look at this. Now just repeated the pattern. Repeated the scale with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Could you repeat it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where the 5 is, yes. Yeah. Yeah, very closely. Yeah, closely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there will be one very beautiful trick. Don't wanna miss it, don't wanna spoil it. But it's, okay. You are very good, fine, we are fine. And now, yeah. It is a Russian song, as I said, about the childish. And now let us play something more, cheerful, because it is quite a sad song about the girl. She's crying because she's overwhelmingly sad or something. What is it? Sorry, my CPU is glitching because of my one. Wait a second, just. Okay, now I want to, yes, here is the song. You perhaps enjoy it, perhaps you know it. So that is what am I? Hey, where is this? Here is the song. Sorry, my CPU is glitching a little bit because it's too fast for my computer. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Scale music. Cheerfully. Oh, it's quite long time. I am showing you the song. Okay, it is in a D major song. Today we met with the other friends. Okay, look at this. Re, la, la, sol, fa, re, la. ля, соль, ми, ре, Да-да. Меня очень... Да-да, слушаю. Здорово, нет, понимаю. Да, что-то не слышно. Overloaded, что-то у меня система полетела уже, по-моему. Плохо видно? Вообще просто не знаю я не знаю, что-то у меня тут. Не знаю, слышно. Хорошо. А что у вас уже время закончилось, что ли? Все же еще идем. Ну нет, ну да. Давайте, я сейчас перезайду, что-то у меня тут все заглючило. У меня все глючит. Сейчас я. Да что такое-то вообще? Наоборот, значит. Да. Ну, у меня уже так было, это просто на свой, да. Живем. О! Вот так лучше уже слышу. Хорошо? Алло? Да, алло, да, слышно, слышу. Как дела, как у вас? Алло? Да, да. Слышу, да? Да, слышно, все, теперь хорошо. Да. Да, продолжим. Задерживаем. Эй, София, hey, hello there. What is it? No, don't beat the piano, don't beat. Don't hit that. I'm making some beats here. Yeah, very calmly, yeah. Yeah, gently. Yeah. Yes, ear. Yeah, find your ear. Ear inside. Yeah, ears. You know. Ears. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I would wanted you to play this song already. Hey, my dear, I wanted you to play this song already. Okay? Here is go. Beginning is going like this. Mi, sol, si. But with the prelude tone. So we don't play just mi, sol, si. We're playing like this. Mi, sol, si. But it's the same. All the three tones. Okay? So first I go with 2. Mi, sol, and then I go with 3. Mi, sol, si. Hey there! Here it goes. Did you запомнила? Нет? Понимаете? Нет, понимаете? Нет. So this is, да. This is not important, потому что, да. Да, you have already this. Yes, and now look at me. We have... Yes. Just don't play it yet. Don't play it. Look at me. So this is the trick. This is the trick. Mi, then sol, two of them, and then go three of them. Mi, sol, si. We go mi, sol, and then mi, sol, si. No, play on da, like this. Yeah, very close. Yes, and so go. Now we start with two, and then go with three. Start with two, and go with three. Да. But with piano, ну не надо ей это просто. Okay, it is funny, just yeah, it is better. And then look at here. And then we go all together, but without the preludes. Without the going to black. Ta-da-da-dam, all three of them. Wadam, piam. So with preludes, ta-dam, and two, and then three of them without, and then sticking out to the black. Ta-dam, and then slicking to the one, again to the E. So yeah, it is the bottom, important, yes, important. Mi. So it goes like so this is a scratch of it. Okay, very good. And then it goes the same trick, but it goes up to the E, the higher up. Okay, forget. Very good. Yes, and now new song for us. For us, yes. Here it goes. Song, maybe you know it. It is called Aloha, oh yeah. But I don't know it actually, so so it goes. It goes like C is number one, C is C major. We already know it, okay? Farewell to no shall we go to one fond embrace wait before a golden until we meet again. Yeah, you know this song? Very nice, very cute, but you know, yes. But it is not this. Oh yeah, something close. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, very good. So here goes the song. Do you like this song? Perhaps you already know this song. One more time. Yes, because So this is the song. Listen to read. Okay, look at here. Okay. Now. Yeah, you know these songs already. You know which songs. Now a new song. Okay. For Okay, you don't wanna know song. Okay, listen. I listen to you. Listen to me now. Ну да. Okay. Okay, very good. Yeah, there is one thing. Melody is tracking. Melody is tracking. You don't. Yes. Don't make it ровно надо. Ровно, it надо straight играть. Straight, надо, it needs to be straighter. Ровно надо. Don't play anything. Look at this. It needs to be straight. Here is my. I made it так, подожди. Volume up. I make it volume up of a beater. Here it goes. The metronome. The beauty. Why there is magic in rhythm? Why is this something is rhythm? Rhythmical is good for us. We're feeling good in rhythmical. Why do you think, Sonia? Why do you think so? Why do you feel good in rhythmical? Because rhythm is good, Sonia. Rhythm is good. I liked your piece, but rhythm. We need rhythm. Yeah, you know, some rhythm. Okay, got you, net. And your camera is off. I see kittens again or something. I don't see you. I see kittens. Hey, where are you? Oh, yeah, now I see it. So, that's what I wanted, yeah. You're playing piece okay, piece is well, but you don't have rhythm enough. Do you think so? Rhythmical enough, yes? What was your song? Yes. Where is your rhythm? Where is your rhythm? Your rhythm sounds strange, you know. So it is not important here. It is important to be beautiful. It makes that to be corrector. Modern beauty. Yes. Like, you know, like a construction. You make a construction and it sounds like, no, наоборот. Yes. Where it's Понимает она тебя, Even there is some order, you know, in the muscles and in everything, but you, smoothness, but actually it's not smoothness. Smoothie, короче, ладно. So here it goes. Could you play more rhythmically, please? Please, one more little song. Please, for me, play more rhythmically, okay? What you played right now, about. Hey, Sonia, are you there? Where are you? Yeah, I wanted you to play some, chords or something. Rhythm, for rhythm. Hey, what is it? Put the planchette, put the tablet. What is it? What is on? What is on? What? Yes, great. Very good. You are very good. I like it. Yeah. Yes. And louder, it sounds good now, better. What is it? Okay, very good. It is sounds better. Now I haven't. Let's have some new song. Hello, yeah. Yes, наоборот. Here is the song. Yeah, goes in C major. Was 1, 3, 5, 4. Here's the C major, and it starts from 5. Тихо, quiet. So here is the song. Farewell to thee, farewell to thee, thou shalt be known who dwells among the flowers. Oh, sorry, my sheet papers is going on. Okay. Oh, foam and grace before I know depart until we meet again. It's cute, okay, cute, but not this song, okay. So this is very tricky. Very oh, be healthy. In Russian we say be good, yeah? Be good. Okay, so here is the trick. The trick of this melody is actually, the trick of this melody is the sixth that beyond, behind. Yeah. Hey, please don't disturb our ear. Hey, look at me. We have a little time, so one little moment. Don't play, please. Look at me. Yeah. If you play, try to repeat. If you're not repeating, don't play anything. Look at me. So look now. Better look at me. Look at me now. Look at me. Okay, very good. So this is the trick of this melody. Very important. So we go here. Yes, in C major it goes G A B F. Here is the trick. The trick of this melody is going to this number 6, step number 6. Yeah, so this is the number. Step number 6. So we move from 5 to 6 and backwards, and this repeats in melody. And this makes this number. And it makes this smoother intonation because 5 and 6, yes, it is very, moving from 7 to 1 is very harsh. Yes, and the lighter. What is this sound? Okay, I got you. So good. Yeah, I'm trying to Okay, so here look at me now. 5, 6. So this is the intonation. 6, 5 in C major. 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5. But from the bottom, not the upper melody. 5, 6, 5, but bottom. 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1. Very, junky intonation. Yeah. You can hear it often. Yeah, very, Yeah, stop it, please. Okay, and backwards. 6, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 1. Hey, what are you doing, Chonky? Now look at the melody, yeah? Okay, 6, 5, 1, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 1, 4. Don't play anything. 6, 5, 5, 6, 1, 4, 6, 5, 1, 3, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1, 6, 5, 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4. Специально, что ли? 5, 6, 1, 4, 6, 5, 1, 3, and so on. This is and this is the whole intonation. Then all this song is based on this, like in the C, like a calming, bowing, like a bowing calming. Yes. So that's how it goes. Да, so in music it will be, in the music it will be, so this is the turn around, like a turn around. 2, 4, 3, we're surrounding this note. Yes. Now, yes, I want you to repeat it. Yes. Yeah. Be glad. Yes. Hey. So I'll take you this note. So now. See. 6, 5, 1, 4. It is not 6, 5, 6, 1, 4, 6, 5, 4. Yes. I'm okay. Okay, then наоборот. Very nice. So I think you got a goal, maybe. Да, понимаете. Okay, if you may repeat it. Time to go. Okay. It is. Да, наоборот. So be healthy, be good. Okay. Nicey. And just new song, you know. 600. You can toy with this intonation because it is always goes. If you're in C major, look at this, C major, you find number 6, here is number 6, and find number 5, here is number 5. And these three chords, look at this. These 3 chords make the intonation of the national anthem. 1, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, number 5, 6 and 1. 5, 6, 1. 5, 6, 1. 5, 6, 1 in the C major, or maybe in the D major. 5, 6, 1. 5, 6, 1. 6, 5, 6, 5, 1. 6, 5, 1. 6, 5. But upper one. It has to be upper one. Actually, middle one. Yes. And 5, 6 go below middle. Okay. Yeah. You have. I'm busy too. Okay. I have to go too. Okay, honey, then. Be good, be healthy, don't be happy, don't be important. Okay, bye-bye then. До свидания. Be good. Да, you're nice. You're nice, да, kitten, very good. Да. Ну, согласна ты со мной, да? Ты согласна, что... Да. Ну вот не наоборот. Ну наоборот, да. Сейчас свирепо надо, еще надо идти. Но это реально же. Вот тебе фолк-музыка американского. Сочиняй, делай, что хочу. Американского, да. Вот я тебе уже объяснил, что вот и все. Вот берешь, да любую, вот берешь, вот тебе, пожалуйста, я тебе упрощаю задачу. Вот черная клавиша. Черная клавиша. Вот это будет первая ступень, это будет 6-я, это 5-я. Первая, вторая, третья, 6-я, 5-я. Вот и все. Можно тюркскую мелодию, конечно, тут что-нибудь насочинять. Но я в данном случае, да, то есть как бы... Но это не только айриш, вообще американская музыка откуда взялась вообще-то так-то. Ну, у родных индейцев, наверное, уж не совсем так надо, да, то есть... Да, тоже, да, фолк-мьюзик, там, бейзи соба, блюз, там, скейл интонейшн. Добавляешь третью пониженную, да, блюз уже. И где-то уже пятую, шестую соединяешь, да. Уже блюзи есть. Теперь берешь до и шлепаешь туда что-нибудь, и все. Пожалуйста, у тебя готов уже трек, да. Залупливаешь это, и все. Да. Ну ладно, это шутка уже, ладно. Да, понимаю, мне кажется. Нет, это надо, чтобы ты как бы, ну да, не надо, я просто так же. Да, потому что, да. Ой, это так все, вообще просто вообще, да. Ну вот пусть выучит это. Вот 3 ступеньки, 5-я, 6-я, 1-я. Вот у тебя гамма, не знаю, знаю, вот пусть мелодия, да, надо просто остановки делать. И концовку, то есть как бы, ну понимаешь, короче, да. Ну хочешь сказать, ну нет, ну наоборот, форма получается тогда, когда, да. Ну, тебе можно дать геометрический, но это будет тупо, потому что у тебя внутри лучше да, и да, типа ну не нравится, вот этот переход нехороший, да? Да, понял. Если больше так не резать, это уже особо торчал получается. Надо определить, можно как бы, да, как бы модальность. Ну, можно закончить миноре, так тоже можно. Да. Можно размажорить минором, да, и так далее, да. Можно вообще перейти там, тоже, но это уже как бы, да, то есть это по интуиции, говорит, ну да, как бы, там есть определенный, ну да, а тоже как бы будет по стилистике, когда я себе такого, ну ничего страшного, ты с маслом, ну да. Что тебе надо, когда ты там, не знаю, вот видишь, смысл отпало, все и все, да. Ну да, типа того. Ну а давай спрос, ну да. Не знаю, вот, ну да, понимаю. Ладно. Это что это? Ладно. Нет, не надо. Все, складывал. Ну наоборот, вот нет, а что не нравится? Вообще против пар, ну да. А почему нет-то? Я не думаю, что это так сложно учиться пользоваться педалью. Ну попробуй, я не знаю. Нет, на первых порах это как бы awkward, как бы. Да. На самом деле, ну, поняла тебя. Не сложно, то есть тебе все равно просто тебе надо то есть соединить как бы, что ты часть как бы его. Ну и что дальше? Ну нет, ты можешь играть немножко тоже. Просто если ты послушаешь пианистов, там никто так не играет, только смогу самое, да. В этом есть свой трик, да, но это только один трик. Зачем ты не пользуешься этими силами? Да, то есть. Ну да, смотри сам, да. И так тоже, я так понимаешь. То есть по-любому она если есть, то как бы, да, то ты будешь пользоваться как минимум, да. То есть мягко выражать, да. Ну, да, отлично так. Ну, очень всегда нам точно надо. Не нужно мажор, да. Это тоже, кстати, есть, да. Как, наверное, да. Наверное. Но за чистоту, понимаешь, в том-то и штука, что есть какая-то вот уровень эмоций и чувств, которые вот возвышенные, да, то есть, вот двигатель анимация ходит, наверное, не знаю, поставил, да. Типа того, да. Потому что они же тоже как бы, они же не виноваты, что я а жить охота, опять же, виноват все-таки нет, не то, что охота, 20 секунд, скажем, надо же не сильно. Ну ладно, ладно. Что делать? Ну ладно, можно и умереть, как бы, ничего страшного, можно вообще, да, хорошо, не жить, так это хорошо получается. И красиво, да, и то, что надо. Ну да. Ну, наверное, ты такой решил не жить, а время идет вперед, понимаешь? Или ты, да, как ты решил себя убивать, и это некрасиво, и даже то, что больно, больно, но это урок, ну столько страшно, видишь, потому что не надо. То здорово, то это правильно, да, как это благородно. Сколько будет не Ну, наверное, ты уж думай сам там, да, как бы. Каким интересно. Даже на инструменте играть, в принципе, не обязательно. Ну, да, то есть, но все равно накапливаются навыки, должна быть ловкость какая-то постепенно. Ну, смотри, вот это интонация, пожалуйста. Да, то есть, да. Можешь попробовать, да, будет красиво звучать, если ты транспонируешь на терции. И там, ну терция это, то есть по полутону получается. Ну, понимаешь, на 5, на 6 полутонов, да. Ну, 6 полутонов это как бы то будет немножко, да. Ну, на 5 это уже кварта будет. 5 это 7 полутонов. Не знаю, да. Ну, да, какая-то уже есть. слишком грязно как-то это делать. Вот наоборот это делать. Понимаешь, как бы, когда ты в потоке, как там, когда тебе деньги за это дают, вот я не знаю, все, дедлайн, например. Там не только дедлайн, потому что, ну да, ну понятно, что дедлайн сам тебя куда-то пихает, а там, то есть, как бы, что-то не тебе одному, наверное, надо, да, то есть, в каком-то социуме или в чем-то там, да, типа того, да. Наверное, как-то так, да. Понимаю, то есть, это как бы не подделаешь, потому что это у меня тоже, это, понимаешь, ну а кто, ну он про себя говорит, да. Ну вот наоборот только, да. Ну да. Скотч. А, нет, это английский. Скотч. Здорово, да. Ну так вот, наверное, да. Наверное. Ну да. Согласна. Надежда хорошо играть-то вот это нет. Наоборот, пусть поиграет тогда. Наоборот. А что ты хочешь сказать? Наоборот, или наоборот? Наоборот, что как ты говоришь, что это самое? Да, наоборот. Вот она это не видит. Вот такого не бывает, чтобы наоборот, ну и что это значит? То есть это, смотри, я сейчас кого-то что-то научу, я типа больше уже не нужно. Такого, ну да, это как бы, наверное, с одной стороны, с другой стороны такого не бывает. Можно, надо же, женщина, ну нет, надо это делать. Ну, наверное, не нужно так. Как-то это же можно послать то тогда. Вот она это не Google WhatsApp, да. Наоборот, это наоборот,
Я уже сказал, настоящие нацисты, которые еще изгоняют местное население себе в рабство. Затем...
Да. Эй, я... Вот это и есть там все. Нет, наоборот, да. Чё, шалел, что ли? Наоборот, так надо. Наоборот, наоборот, иду наоборот. наоборот, или наоборот. Наоборот, так нет, наоборот, и наоборот, да, не заставляйте. Наоборот, да, наоборот, да. Наоборот, и наоборот, и. Да наоборот, да нет, понимаете. Наоборот. Наоборот, ага, да, вот это есть. Наоборот, а вот нет, наоборот есть, наоборот есть. Наоборот. Да, я понимаю. Ой. Ой. Ну, наоборот. Эй. Ты вот что? Ну, вот это есть. Вот это есть. Обороты, когда нет. Ну, наоборот, значит, плавно, надо. Сбивает меня это все. Наоборот, это нет, наоборот, нет. Ладно, наоборот, наоборот. Слушай, вот теперь опять траты, все опять потрачено, пиво не отлично. Hey. Czekaj. O, у меня же переключен этот смартфон-то у меня переключен на другой. Сюда.
Hello?
Hello? Hi there. Dasha, is this you? Is it you?
Possibly.
Hi, here. How are you? Are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Fine, very nice. Oh, I see you. Very good. I mean, arms. I mean, good, yeah. Straight forward. So, you are ready? Let's start up when you're there. Sorry, my camera is awkward. Your camera is off, by the way, something. Okay, let us proceed with your book. So we have your book, that is very complicated, yeah. With the page number 22 or 23, where is the CDE groups? Oh no, actually, no, it is alphabet soup. Alphabet soup, it's called. I think it's 22 page as mine. Hopefully you can see. My camera is okay. I think, yeah. Can you see my palms, hands?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you will see on. By the way, on the screen you see. Yes, it's okay. It's, and on the screen you see hopefully the copy of your book. Yeah. So you found page number 22 alphabet soap, yeah?
Page,
or maybe 23, or maybe 21, somewhere near.
21.
21, okay, alphabet soap, okay. Very nice. So, it's not written for me, just in my file it's just 22, okay, no. So here is the deal, yes. It is all about, as you remember, we have the CDE groups, where the two black keys, okay, where the two black keys, it is CDE. Oh, sorry, I'll retune my fork. So hopefully I would like you now to repeat it with me. So you play with your left arm, you play two black keys, and with the right you play C, D, E, and pronounce it, okay? and just to take a grasp of it, try to repeat it in all the keys. I mean, all the octaves on the keyboard. Got you? No? I mean, and try to pronounce C, D, E for your memory. For yes, stay. C, D, E. So you find it and use C, D, E. Yes. Yes. It is easier to count it. How many CDs will you find on the keyboard? No, the trick is we need to play it and to feel it. To feel the intonation, to treat that. So you have to connect with your brain, you know. Try to find it on your and play it. And play it. Okay, you got me. Yeah, practice. You need to practice. Okay, like in the dance, you may think about the dance. It may help, but actually you train to dance only when you are dancing. Okay, and this is the same. When you are playing instrument, try to make it better. Mistake is okay. Try make it Nothing horrible, наоборот. Не понимаешь? Didn't get me. Yeah, I want you to. No, наоборот, ладно. Okay. So how many did you count? Did you play? So how many did you play? Okay, let us count from the beginning, from the upper side. Okay, maybe we usually start from the bottom, but today we will start from the upper side. Could you try to C, D, E? Okay, one C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E. Okay, go on, try. Yeah, and out loud pronounce. Yes. Very good. And further, what are they? C, D, E, and this is C, D, E, and this is C, D, E. It is very, very good. You are nice. Yes. You know why Koreans are so good? Koreans and Eastern, they repeat itself. Okay, forget it. I'm not at that. It is, but there is a minuses in it. You know, there is pluses and minuses in it. Yeah, sometimes it is. Yeah, so forget it. Yeah, but it's in some cases it's quite important. Yeah, anyway, it may help. Yeah. Well, maybe okay. It doesn't really. Okay. So how many did we count? So if from up below. 1, 2, 3. How many?
9.
Sure, really? No. Okay.
Евгений. Евгений.
Да. Yes. I mean you can continue, but it's not 9. It is okay. Let us be quicker. It is just 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You wanted to say something? Sorry.
I'll be right back. I just need to grab my water.
Okay.
Index.
Very good. And yes, and if you play it like you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and very good training, you know. Yes, and we can make it like you know. Slightly singing, slightly. You don't have to make it roughly, yeah. Just like do re mi 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 do re mi. Да, it is repeatable, like a repeatable pattern, yes. Да, сам, ну ладно, это не надо говорить, да. So yes. It's like you know. Hopefully you, as I remember, you maybe know these notes. Yes. Hopefully you already know them. I mean, we sang it as I remember. Do, like a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. 7 notes. Okay. Just yes, try to remember them. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi. If you are playing singing along, yes. Okay. Both the variants are good. It is easier to play when you play that. Okay, forget it. Okay. Very good. So and now we had yes. So we have CDE. Okay, here is the CDE, and what is then the next letters? Yeah. So it is CDE. It is the not the beginning. Yes, of the alphabet. Now try to find the beginning of the alphabet. Where is the beginning? Now down to that. Of course we can do it in all the octaves, but let us begin from the center. Or okay, if you wish, we can start from the up below. From the up below, it is very good too. Yes. So here is my upper C, D, E, and where is the B and A? You know, where is the beginning of the alphabet? It's like A, B, C, yeah, okay, and after this it's C, D, E. So we have the A, B, and somewhere else, okay. Where is the A, B? Could you find it on your keyboard? Hopefully that make it practice for you, yeah. Eh? Oh, you found it already, yes. And and now could you play it the full ABC? Or just for the beginning, okay, just ABC. Or just full ABC, how is it say? Just ABC, okay, 3 letters, just 3 letters, ABC. Could you play it? Yes, in your octaves. In your octaves where you comfortable. I just don't hear it some way. I don't. Your sound is off. Yeah. Yes. Very good. Yes. And could you repeat it ABC and pronounce it A B C in all the letters? Then you know already. In all the letters. Yes. Yeah. And little thing. Very good. Yes. And somewhere else. Find it more than you can. So if you repeat it, okay, I'll help you. I'll miss you up. Okay. You're okay? You see me? Okay.
Yes.
So here we go. It is. We are starting from the beginning. So here is my CDE. CDE, and it sounds slightly okay. Anyway, ABC. ABC. Okay, very good. And this is my C, and this is my AB. ABC. Very good. And this is my C, and this is my AB. ABC. Okay, great. And this is my C, ABC. A very sad melody we have actually, or maybe how could you say ABC? And this is ABC. Or you can also play La Si Do. I can pronounce it in the ancient Greece. La Si Do. We have even this La Si Do. So this how many we have on these octaves. It's all connected to the C from the middle. C, A, yes. Why is this so slightly manners? Yes, slightly manners. Yes, yes. Find mood. Mood. Very good. So hopefully you can, if you repeat this a couple times. So I mean that find this mood, find the mood. Okay. So the mood for it. Yeah. It will be fine. So yeah. You may change how the. For example, how can we change this mood? Okay, so it's mood. Obviously, by changing this C to the sharp and upping it up to the sharp, it makes the C sharp, as hopefully you remember. Yeah, the sharp is making the sound up on one scale degree, on one, on one step, like over here is the steps. It's actually called semitones or half tones steps, yeah, like on a guitar steps or chromatic scale degrees. So they are equal here, equal, yes. But there is, you can see that they are not equal. This is like double, and so on. Just for fun. So if you make it sharp, then it will change the mood. It makes black. Yeah, it makes them bluesy. If you make both of them, it makes bluesy. Okay. If you miss the number 4, it makes bluesy. And you can. Yes. So it's just it's not classical. Yeah, it is just stylish. You can make it the same in the C major, for example. As you remember, we already tried. So yeah, that's what I want. So this is the moody. Why did you say this moody? Because it is the понимаешь меня уже. This is the minor, May and down. Okay. This is the trick. I wanted you to change the mood. Okay. Could you try it now? Changing the mood of ABC to ABC sharp, just for fun. It is ABC. It is slightly now play the C sharp instead. Yes. Didn't get me. The ABC and now C sharp. Play C sharp, please. For me. Instead of C, play half tone upper. C sharp and change. Feel it. Change the mood. I want you to do this because listening is not playing. Like looking on the desk, it's not dancing. Yes. It may be close, but different. Very different. Yeah. No, just three notes connected. C sharp, just connected. Okay, you lost it already, forget it. Oh, very good. So, yes, hopefully this is the minor third. Yes, the minor third. This is the major third. This is the difference between them. Yes, in different modes it may be, contagious, degrees, but it may be okay, and the major makes the different color size, okay? Yes, and now we have A, B, C, D, E, F, okay? Now please connect all this, like A, B, C, D, E. Yes, and play it with your fingers. Yeah. Da. Yes, I want you to repeat it in the different scales. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Five of them, yes. In different scale, like a parts of it, yes. Didn't get me? Понимаешь? There was 4 notes. We have A, B, C, D, E, and that. A, B, C, D, E, and then next. A, B, C, D, E, and then next. A, B, C, D, E, and then next. To the very upper. And the uppers just have A, B, C, D, try, okay, play it on it. Where are you? Is it convenient? It is not. It's convenient for you, no? No. Now connect. A, B, C, D, E, and connect and connect. A, B, C, D, E. No. So. Yes. Yeah. And where is the E? No. A, B, C, D, E. 5 notes. Yes. Yes. How many notes can you hear about that? Very good, very good. So this is how it goes. And now you'll see, hopefully, if you when you play, you see A, B, C, D, E, and there is almost all the keys, and only 2 missing. A, B, C, D, E, and the next A, B, C, D, E goes here. Yes, okay, and there is 2 missing of them. So what will be their names? How do you think? A, B, C, D, E, and then what before the A will be what? Dasha. So A, B, C, D, E, and 2 missing notes, and then A, B, C, D, E, and what will be the and again 2 missing, and A, B, C, D, E, and again 2 missing, and again A, B, C, D, E, and again 2 missing. What will be 2 missing notes? What the yeah, could you respond me? What will be the missing notes? What is the numbers of the
F and G.
Yeah, correct. And this can be very but you have so now could you make it now connected? A, B, C, D, E, and F, G, and A, B, C, D, E, and the A, B, C, D, E, and you have to remember them. Just remember it. A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, let us make it like a convenient, okay? A, B, C, D, E with your left hand training, right hand training. A, B, C, D, E, leaving the 2 notes, okay? A, B, C, D, E, and right hand, like a step, you know, like kittens там или что такое, да, step 1, Okay, look at me one more time. A, B, C, D, E, and other hand, C, D, E, and slightly, A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Very good training. I'm sure it is not convenient. Try it on your own. It is not convenient. It is good. Go on. I got you. Very good. Is it too impossible? Impossible? Too impossible. Okay. One last time. Okay, try it one more time. A, B, C, D, starting with your left, and now preparing. One you playing, one you play it. Okay, don't do anything. You play it already. Now right hand. A, B, C, D, E. You have to prepare it before playing. While you playing, you're just playing, and this is puts on the hands. Okay, and you are staying here and preparing this. And then your brain understands what you do, okay? So look at me one more time. Number 1, I'm playing, and at the same time, yes, I'm thinking that I will have to play this, but I'm not prepared yet. I finished it, and number 2, and prepare the right hand. I prepare, and still my hand is here. 3, 4, 5, and number 3, and put it away and prepare number 4. Yes, and like a crossbowing. For the A, B, C, D, E. So I'm putting it on a safe behind. Try it on, please. Just don't, if you just misjudge it. No. Quite quicker, I think. Yes, crossing, and try crossing. Okay, it's too got okay. But now visible. Now visible. Now look at that. Now you have this, okay? Now play only 2 left notes. No matter how, yes. But preferable will be 2 fingers. middle and street finger, the point finger. We left only 2 notes, so name them as you remember the names, and yes, and show them in the octaves.
I'm confused.
You are confused, okay. Yeah, that's frankly, okay, very good. So you had A, B, C, D, E, and now you left with 2 notes which are what? Yeah, correct. You answered this question. Here is my A, B, C, D, E. Here is other A, B, C, and it's my notes. I'm showing you 2 notes that are left. So then the 2 notes that are no named left, and you say what is so A, B, C, and what are the names? And you say what are the names?
I'm still confused.
You are still confused. Okay. I'm just repeating you. So we have A, B, C, D, E, yes, and next A, B, C, D, E we are the frag, and next A, B, C, D, E, and next A, B, C, and only in the middle we have 2 left notes. With the names, we have the names. You just remember, you pronounce it, yeah, just pronounce it. Perhaps yes, correct. It is F and G. That 2 notes was F and G. It is, if I can talk to no, okay, forget it. You have to pronounce it, yeah, not me, because you are the one. Yes, понимаешь. Sometimes you have, sometimes I have to display. Okay, now look at me. So you have F and G, and now you are just So you just missed it already. Okay. Okay, let's make it simple. I want A, B, C, D, E, and then F, G. And now A, B, C, D, E, and F, G with 2 fingers. F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now go on, try. Play with me. I'll explain, before you play, I'll explain what I meant. I wanted you to play only these 2 notes that are left on the keyboard. I mean this, later you understand, okay. Now repeat A, B, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, okay, got me? 5 fingers plus 2, 5 fingers, okay, got it? Just, go on, try. We have a motor memory, kinesthetic memory, you know, kinesthetic. If you don't do this, if you don't pronounce it, you make it slower. Yes, you make it you like an enemy for yourself if you're not So be great. One more A, B, C, D. So I wanted you, so if you are not ready yet, then you just play A, B, C, D, E, and with other hand prepare it, play A, B, C, D, E, and then I prepare, preferably with a crossbow movement, like a crossing hands. I'll show you one more time from the perspective. So I'm crossing my hands, I'm with this hand played here, and then I'm crossing them. How can I tell you? Like a crossing, yes. So, here is my hand.
Здравствуйте.
Да. Что-то непонятно?
У вас дела, все в порядке?
Да, вроде все в порядке. Что, не понимает она, да?
Она что-то она запуталась. Вы не могли бы немножечко ей помедленнее объяснить?
Понял.
Ага.
Ладно, ясно, понял.
Окей. Спасибо, Евгений.
Спасибо вам, всего. Выступление-то хорошо, она говорит, прошло, да?
Да, ну, более-менее. Она заняла 4-е место в одном выступлении и 3 вторых, и 2-е место в 3 выступлениях.
Ничего, хорошо. Ну, она вроде недовольна была, но вроде результаты-то ничего.
Ну, могло быть лучше, если занималась лучше.
Ну, понятно.
Тогда?
Ну, ничего страшного, ладно. Ну, ладно,
Спасибо,
все, Ваня. Да, хорошо, ладно. Alrighty, then Kitty. Here is okay. Here is done practice now. Last time, okay, before we started the new song, okay. Just to remember it. So here it goes. A, B, C, D, E, and then consciously, да, F, G, and then да, ну тогда лучше. Okay, for better, I think it's better than pronounce from side. A, B, C, D, E, and F, G, I pronounce it side, да, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, for orientation. Try it, F, G, okay. Yeah, and go other keys, okay. Yes. Okay, very good. It is slightly easier. Okay, slightly easier. Now go. It is much easier. We'll make. Okay, we'll go from G to backwards. Okay, or maybe we are as a musician we usually and the ABC will be more correct to say G, F, E, D, C, B, A. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay? G, F, E, D, C, B, A with pronunciation. Eh? G, F, E, D, C, B, A. And here is my palming. My palming will be okay from G. From then G, F, E, D, C, B, A, okay, and G, F, E, D, C, B, A, maybe that happened. Very good. And now backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Okay, two-handed exercise. We're using two-handed exercises here. Okay. G, F, E, C, and make it in double octave, double cross. Okay. Look at me now. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, and upper scale. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, and upper scale. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, and the last. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay, go on. Hopefully you got me. Hopefully you got it. Got it? So we go. Okay, then release it. Okay, release. Okay, here is the trick. One more time, practice. Backward practice. G. So no, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is too easy. So make it backwards, like G, F, E, D, C, B, A with pronunciation. Try it on in the center. Try it on the center. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. 2 and 5. Script. Yeah. All the keys, all of them. C, D, A. Very good. And now more correctly. G, F. I didn't hear you speaking out loud, but hopefully you. But you have to do this in order to. Yes. At least couple times. Maybe 3. To make easier life for us, for you instead here. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. It is tricky, complicated, I know, but try to do it, just make it slower and you understand. G, F, E, as slow as you want. G, F, E, and so on. Yes. Very good. And now switch to upper octave. Quickly, switch to upper. Opa and upper. G, just the same. F, E, quicker. Okay, yeah. Okay, go on, faster. Sweet. Hey. Yeah, 3D, да, поняла. You lost me already. Yeah, now switch upper, quicker switch but slower movement. G and half an hour, F and half an hour, E and so. Okay, yeah, go. Pronounce, don't forget to pronounce, yes. And now squeeze here, yes. Okay. No, didn't get me. Okay, forget it. Okay, go on. And now, shall we go on? So this is how it goes. And when you look on the keyboard, it's just ABC, and so on, like on the picture on this screen. What important do we have here? First 7 letters, это вы все знаем, letters. CD groups, CD, good CD. Yes. Actually, there are 5 melodies even in these 3 notes, as we remember. Even if you wish to practice it. Yes. Yeah, and this is hopefully the song that you can produce on your own. Yeah. And, So how to make your own? Very good. It is very good song, but it is not your song. Your own song means that you make it on your own. So, for example, you can make the beginning the song just the same. You know, in music there are very beginnings, maybe. Yeah. So you can So here is the trick. What is music? Music is phrasing. You have the phrase. You may phrase with slower tempo. Okay, so phrase is movement of notes, movement of teachers, and then you stop. When you stop, it is a phrase, end of phrase. And then, yes, you can stop anywhere when movement. Some notes maybe, you know, thriller, more moving. And I stop and make like a breath, yes. And usually melodies consist of 2 to 4 phrases, okay? Depends on the depth of them. Yes. Very good. So hopefully I'll play something for you. Yes. Between the latencies you can play. You know, we have some latency, but hopefully you can play for my importance, yes. Play your own melody. Play some phrases, just of these 3 sounds. Go on. Why are you sitting? Of course, I want слышать, я тебя не буду, что ты играешь. Я, конечно, не буду понять, что ты играешь там, но ты играешь свое что-нибудь там, да. Играешь какой-то, for example, you're playing, yes. You're playing, I'll play, look at this. For example, you're playing like right hand, yes, I'm left. As much as one. It doesn't mean phrase doesn't mean that you have to play all the song all the time. Yes. Repeating of the keys are very good too. What a feeling with this. And when I leave this, I stop. Yes, тут фраза, да. Да, хорошо понял меня, да. I'll play slightly, okay, slightly, да. One more time, try one more time. Just listen to my accompaniment and try to make some phrases. Ты уже закончил, да? Then this is how it goes, phrasing, yes. You actually can do the same. Just with your note, too long, okay, too long, misery, okay, forget it. So, yeah, this is how it is important. I wanted you to spend some time and try to use your, наоборот, okay.
Евгений,
Yeah.
I have to go.
Already? What is it? So quick? It was already lesson? Yeah, really? Okay, if you wish, да, ну ладно, ну короче не надо, все, ладно. Okay, wish some practice, okay? Then see you later тогда. See you later then. Okay. Bye, thank you. See ya, bye, see ya. So important for me. Ну, почему да? Да. Пишет ты, кто будешь? Будешь пишет, ты будешь, что ли? Не знаешь, не умеешь говорить, не говори, ничего. Похудение, средства похудения, да. вот наоборот. Вот нет, А, ну да. Вот это он имел в виду. Да, планшет. Нет. Нет, не выехал. Он сам там фортепиано. Да нет, понимаешь, Понятно, понятно. Ну да, наверное. все это не то. Яблочко, яблочко.
Ой, ладно, это уже надо.
Не заставляйте меня, заставляйте. Ну да. Ну вот да, понимаешь. Нет, девочка как не надо. Здорово, самое здоровье, вот. Так вот она и будет.
Да, давайте не тяжело. Варитишка. Здорово. Какая же вы? Малыши, да, да. Ладно. Малыш. Малыш. Гитара сон. Гитара сон. Возможно. Эх, мать. Спасибо. Обратимся. Да, нет.
Да. Видишь, папа не всегда жестокий должен быть, понимаешь? Да, но холодно стать убивает, потому... Ну нет, ну ты понял, да. Папа просто за все отвечает, за все ответит. Да. А если мама не добрая, то как она понимает? Да, ну да.
Видишь?
Maestro by Men and Mice controls and ensures a smooth running of your network, offers automation, control and manage all your environment with a single unified API. Plug it into your existing networks easily and without disruption. We've been in the business of network management for 30 years, and we have the trust of many of the world's biggest companies who value our pioneering spirit and personable customer service. Men and Mice.
Все. Шутка была, что ли? Эй,
Пишите код? Tab9 ускоряет процесс написания кода
пес,
с помощью искусственного
сам ты кота.
Hey guys, Jace2Cents here. If there's ever been a time that I'm going to beg you to actually watch the entire video, it's now. Because we're going to talk about what people are freaking out about right now, which is California's Title 20 and the supposed ban on gaming computers being sold in the state of California, or the state of California, Washington, Oregon, Vermont, and Hawaii, also known as the West Coast Coalition, plus the weird black sheep somewhere out there in New England. But we actually spent some time on this video trying to get some information, and we waited until we could get all the facts so that you guys can actually be informed on what's really going on here. I think you guys might be surprised, but we also wanted to make sure that this wasn't some clickbaity video that a lot of people are really trying to cash in on right now, giving you guys actual facts. So keep that in mind. Alright, so obviously we're talking about the CEC, our California Energy Commission, Title 20, Tier 2 standards for computers. And people already are like, what the hell, that's a lot of big words. We've spent more time actually trying to remove all the lawyers slash Public Utilities Commission slash jargon out of these documents to try and get to the actual root of what's going on here. We also used Intel's document, because Intel has actually been really involved in this, and you'll understand why when you understand the regulations. So first and foremost, this is not new. This isn't new at all. This is something that actually went into a planned effect back in 2016. What do I mean by planned effect? Anytime a utilities commission or a legislative sort of law goes into effect, a period of time at which or those affected by said laws have time to understand the compliance regulations and fall within those regulations, or just choose to be outside of the which follow this. Now, if we're talking about California here, some of you might be like, why the heck are we also talking about Washington? Or because I mentioned at the start of this video kind of saltedly, the West Coast Coalition. Anything California does, Oregon and Washington are guaranteed to follow suit. Hawaii as well. Vermont, I'm really not sure why Vermont. I think that's like, the, hey guys, can I play too? Kind of a legislature thing. Moving forward here, Title 20 is something that went into effect, or planned effect back in 2016. There's different tiers, there's different items affected within Title 20, and as time moves on, they basically had a year to prepare for every single one of these categories, and then when each tier went into effect. And then everyone's kind of freaking out and talking about this now because Tier 2, which is the final tier, top computers, and then later in December of this year they're moving on to monitors, basically went into effect July of this year, so just now. And people noticed on the Dell website that it says you cannot ship those items to the states that I mentioned, and that's because those particular computers from Dell do not correspond with the regulations that have been put in place in these 5 states. So what are those regulations here? And this is the part that a lot of people are freaking out, because all they're seeing is that it's an Alienware from Dell that can't be sent to California. So automatically the articles that you're seeing, the headlines, the attention-grabbing headlines, the Reddit threads, the YouTube videos that are going out there are all specifically engineered, in my opinion, to get the gamer riled up, because I don't believe the authors actually understand necessarily what's happening here. And I haven't read all of the articles, so I hope that someone out there is actually putting out some reliable information to get you guys kind of educated as to what's happening here. But specifically, it says the Title 20 stand effective, technically feasible, and limit the amount of electricity computers and monitors are allowed to consume when not in active mode. That's the first thing most people are not talking about here. They are targeting the different states of idle and sleep, not your computer being on and doing something. They are specifically targeting computers that are left to go to sleep, and then you've got the 15-minute sleep period where it wakes back up quickly, and then you got the deeper sleep or hibernate mode, and the amount of power that these computers consume when they're on and not active. The standard set targets for energy consumed in the 4 non-active modes based on the computer. So that's another thing that people weren't talking about here. They are taking into effect the expandability of a computer. Can you put a graphics card in it? How much RAM does it have in there? What kind of RAM is in there? All of these things get you an additional allowance in terms of kilowatt hour consumption. There's a big old formula. Intel has it on their website. I'm not going to bore you guys with that type of stuff. I want to give you guys the information to understand what's happening here, not so much the calculation method involved. We're going to do a very high-level discussion here so that people can understand that. But let's say, for instance, we're talking about a mini ITX system with 1 PCI Express 16X slot, 1 NVMe drive, and 2 memory module slots. That system would actually be allowed less consumption or kilowatt than, say, a Threadripper system that has 8 memory modules or 7 full-length 16X PCI Express slots. So, and even 4 NVMe slots. All of those items that can potentially be utilized are taken into the account when it comes to the expandability score, which means higher watts and kilowatt hours are available to that system under this regulatory outline here, which already is a little backwards from what everyone's thinking. You would think the smaller system would be less regulated because the possibility of it using power is less because you can't hook things up to it. It's actually the opposite. The more expandability you have in your system, the more power you're allowed to it, which means the smaller ITX rings actually are the strictest regulated. So here are the allowances for additional energy use based on the identification and the classification according to the CEC. Add-in cards, which in itself is kind of vague. That's like saying if you can plug it in, but add-in cards, additional hard disks, obviously SSDs and spinning drives, graphics cards, obviously probably the biggest glut in your system, to know the truth, high bandwidth secure system memory. So they specifically regulate memory based off its bandwidth because that's the easiest way to determine what kind of memory it is without just saying DDR3, DDR4, etc. So it's just about its memory bandwidth. That's the factor they use. Ethernet capability, integrated display, refresh rates above 300 hertz in monitors, and that's a whole separate discussion there. System memory, video surveillance cards, those cards that have a bunch of the little mini coaxials that you plug in security cameras to, and then wired Ethernet or fiber cards. So each one of these things, if they are in your system, pre-built, remember we're talking pre-builts, will actually increase the kilowatt hour limit that you're allowed to have in a non-active state per year. In my view, whereas most probably closely related category is going to be SIPC, Digital Storm, BLD, Corsair. Whoever's selling gaming systems is probably who you're considering most. Alienware, obviously, however you feel about Alienware, it's still an SI. You are only allowed 75 kilowatt hours per year in the crazy calculation that Intel uses calculation based off of the CEC and their regulations. Remember, we're talking about non-active hours here. It can only consume a maximum of 75 kilowatt hours per year. Now, if you have a system that, let's say for instance, has an RTX 3090 in it, that adds 50 kilowatt hours per year budget, that means the little small form factor pre-built is more heavily regulated and held to a tighter standard than a big system that could actually use a lot of power. It's kind of dumb, but it makes sense because there's not such thing as a one-size-fits-all category of computer. Now, there are systems here that are already considered CEC exempt as of 2018. Remember, this is a multi-year rollout type of regulation here. Small-scale servers, which is like we have here in the studio that we built with our Unraid and our RAID and all that sort of stuff. High expandability computers, which we'll talk about in a second what those are. Mobile workstations and workstation as defined by CEC standard. Now they have to meet the following requirements to be considered TEC exempt. So there's 3 major requirements here, and then they have some bullet points underneath each one. So the power supply efficiency. Obviously power supply plays a huge role on the efficiency of the system. That's got to be A+ gold IPS, which is PSC 0.9 or at 50% load. And then there's the lowest 6 DOE EPS efficiency requirement. I have no idea what that is. We didn't bother looking it up. It's obviously part of the power supply spec. But energy efficient Ethernet functionality. I've never in my life paid attention to how much power the Ethernet plugged into a system that's off could be powered. And then the power management settings themselves. The display has to turn off within 15 minutes of inactivity. And have you ever noticed in Windows that's a default? This is part of this right here. System sleep or off within 30 minutes of inactivity, which is again the default setting in Windows. It says no small-scale servers and rack-mounted workstations are not required to meet the power management requirements. If the server goes to sleep, it's not serving anything. High expandability computers. Now that's obviously in this. Now high expandability computers is gaming computers. That's essentially what that is. To be a high expandability computer that falls within this exempt category must meet the two following requirements. It must have a 600 watt or greater 80 plus gold power supply and, not or, and a graphics card, a discrete graphics card that is 600 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth or greater. Now that essentially equates to a 2080 Ti equivalent. You can do the math. You can go and look at all the GPUs and they'll list what their bandwidth is. And it must have a discrete graphics card that meets that requirement. So the irony here is that they're actually trying to save power. The lower end gaming systems that do not meet these requirements because they don't have a high-end graphics card and they don't have a high-capacity power supply don't meet these requirements to be exempt. Therefore, your high-power usage gaming systems trying to save power, the lower-end gaming systems that do not meet these requirements because they don't have a high-end graphics card and they don't have a high-capacity power supply don't meet these requirements to be exempt. Therefore, your high-power usage gaming systems are exempt. So in fact, when it comes to the way the SIs are speccing all of this out and the fact that they can get certified, Dell, that screenshot everyone's kind of freaking out about, now if you go in there and try to take that computer that is not California compliant, that says that the 11400F and has the 1650 Super in there, if you go in there and then add a 600 watt gold power supply and 3080, you still can't ship it. So what that means is that Dell has actually taken that certified SKU, because remember, there's one computer there that you can send to California, and everyone's like, well, what's with that one? They're the same parts, myself included, just looked at that for face value and said, why can that one be sent to California? It's because Dell actually got that particular SKU in that system certified in the state of California for CEC. Yes, 50 state legal computer. Things I never thought I would say again. All right, so what this means to the two different categories of viewers I have right now. If you're a build your own type, this doesn't affect you in any way, unless they start trying to regulate parts individually, which I don't see how they could actually enforce or do, but they could just stop bringing the parts in. Hope we don't get there. This doesn't affect you in any way. You're more affected, obviously, by the price of parts than anything happening here. For the person that doesn't build their own computer and wants to buy one, you have a couple of options here. You hope that the company is actually speccing out their build it on the website where you click boxes that will actually be smart enough to know, like, this is California legal. When it comes to the SI, we just have to hope they're smart enough to update their database to know if the criteria is met for the exemption here, that yes, they'll ship it to the state. Or you can do what a lot of people do when it comes to car parts. Just have a friend in Arizona, bounce ship it for you. I mean, there is that. It sucks, but a lot of people do it. They're not targeting gamers specifically. They're targeting gluttons. And what I mean by gluttons is, and I'm guilty of this, I think all three of us in this room and probably thousands of you watching right now are completely guilty of walking away from your computer and leaving it on. That is what led to all of this. If you're also like me and you like to turn off a lot of the power saving modes and sleep mode, then we're definitely at fault for all this. But you can't necessarily fault the Power Utility, the Public Utilities Commission and the CEC for wanting to reduce this type of waste. I hope the way we explain the exemptions, the way the expandability score works, who's actually being regulated here, who's being targeted, puts a lot of you at ease, because really at the end of the day, unless you were going to buy an SI system, which I think a lot of SIs right now are still shipping to California, they haven't stopped, this doesn't really affect you right now. Monitors might. That's something coming December of this year, and I'm not going to even talk about monitors because you wouldn't even believe what we had to go through to dig up this level of information. Most of the people that are talking about this are just regurgitating and repeating an old 2016 LA Times story that has no information in it. And by the way, if you go to the CEC's website and you actually go through the drop downs to find this information and you click desktop computers, it says 404 not found. So the commission that is in charge of this can't even keep their website up to date. I'm just going to end it there. Let that sink in.
Зачем Ане Хилькевич, утка-каратист, детское автокресло и модная панама с Алиэкспресс?
Чтобы ребенку было максимально комфортно в дороге. А знаете, что еще помогает мне быть лучшей в мире мамой?
Только с 23 по 27 августа. Распродажа на Алиэкспресс. Русский памперс Пенс всего за 2299 рублей.
Чем мне рассказываешь про это? А, ну вот это есть. Понятно. Вот видишь, да.
What's up guys, James 2 Cents here, and I'm going to do something that I've never done on this channel, but I promised you that I would. We're going to do a little bit of a build guide in terms of picking parts. I'm going to give a set budget, and we're going to kind of go through here and talk about picking the parts and kind of make sure things are compatible, and just sort of give you a little bit of a guide at a price point. But more importantly, everyone talks about how to build a tower. But realistically, the most common questions that we get on this channel isn't about building the tower, it's about picking the parts. So today we are bringing you Jay's PC Part Picking 101. That's the first class in college courses. Unless you go to community college, then it's whatever they call it. Featuring the Intel 9750H 6-core processor, up to 64 gigabytes of memory, and multiple GPU options, the Mag 15 laptop from Electronics is one of the lightest production and gaming notebooks on the market. Due to its magnesium lightweight chassis and 15.6-inch 144Hz IPS monitor, the Mag 15 weighs in at just 4 pounds, while the 94-watt-hour battery provides hours of use in a single charge. To see the full spec list of the Mag 15 from Electronics and to see their complete lineup of laptops and notebooks, click the sponsor link in the description below. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this here is I'm going to use Newegg to kind of build my cart. It's kind of messed up, I guess, but Newegg has pretty much every part in the industry there. And then what I'll do is I'll take that parts list and I will kind of shop it against other retailers and e-tailers to try and get the best prices. Yes, I'm well aware that PC Part Picker does this, but PC Part Picker also uses pretty much any e-tailer, kind of like anywhere, including some that I've never even heard of, and I'm not comfortable buying from e-tailers that I've never heard of. So this is the way I'm going to do it. If you want to use PC Part Picker to do the very same thing, you certainly can. I just tend to do manual price shopping because I like it better. So what we're going to do is we're not going to talk so much about the parts we're picking. We're going to talk about why we're picking the parts we're picking. So this isn't necessarily going to be a cookie cutter parts list, although at the end of this video we will show you the way we spent the $1,000, which is the price point that I've chosen for this first video of trying to bring you these ways to think about shopping. It's designed to help you think about the way to choose these parts, not so much what we chose. The most expensive single part you're going to pretty much buy is going to be, well, especially if you're doing a gaming system, is going to be your video card or your graphics card. The way I tend to budget for this is I tend to have it be anywhere between 30 to 40% of the total cost of the system. So if I'm building a $1,000 system, it means I've got between $300 and $400 to spend on a graphics card without having to make too many sacrifices somewhere else in the budget to then get everything to fit. Because remember, there's like 7 main components that you have to get into your system. You've got to get your CPU, your RAM, your motherboard, your graphics card, your storage, your power supply, and your case. So those are 7 components. Technically 8 if you do it the way I do it, which is going to be an SSD as well as a large capacity spinning hard drive. So by sticking within that 30 to 40% budget ratio, it means that I'm not going to have to make too many sacrifices later on based on those 7 or 8 components that I just mentioned. So it makes it pretty easy though with newEGG. You can just sort by your price, and it actually works out really well because on the left-hand side right here, if we scroll down to our sorting, we can go right to $300 to $400. So since we know that $1,000 is our total budget, I'm shopping within that particular price point. And what I like to do is I tend to kind of price my GPU to be no more than 50% of the total budget of the system, but usually it's going to fall between more like 30 and 40% of the total cost of your system. So it's going to be the single most expensive part. So the next most expensive thing you're probably going to spend on your system is going to be your CPU and your motherboard combo. Now, depending on where you're shopping, you can find a lot of combo deals. And I basically recommend finding the CPU that you want to go with based on what your tasks are going to be. And I already know that within this $1,000 price point, the best performance to price ratio is going to be with AMD's Ryzen. What you need to know though, once you decide on which part you want to go with, is you need your socket type to be compatible. And it's kind of simple now with AMD because all the mainstream stuff is AM4+. And because of the forward and backwards compatibility AMD's promised till about 2022, I think it is, it means anything AM4+ is going to be compatible with each other. Now there are some caveats to that. Caveat, there are some exceptions to that. You can take a newer generation Ryzen CPU and pair it with an older generation Ryzen motherboard. So although you can go backwards compatible like that and save some money, I tend to make sure I stick with a generation of CPU and motherboard that are matched, or at least go with a newer motherboard than the current CPU that I'm with, if they are compatible with each other. If you're not the kind of person that's looking at changing this in the next year or two, and you're a 5-year builder plus, you aim for that 5-year mark of having the CPU or the PC last, then this is kind of irrelevant to you. And if you make sure you stick with the same generation CPU and motherboard, then it means that you're going to guarantee that all the features of the CPU that you have are there and unlocked and ready to go. And the motherboard's built to the capacity it needs to be built to support the particular CPU that you've put in there. So for the motherboard, we actually chose the MSI B450 Tomahawk Max, and we chose that for a couple of reasons. One, we've used it in the past, several times actually, and it's a very well-designed, well-built CPU that I'm with. I basically recommend finding the CPU that you want to go with based on what your tasks are going to be. And I already know that within this $1,000 price point, the best performance to price ratio is going to be with AMD's Ryzen. What you need to know though, once you decide on which part you want to go with, is you need your socket type to be compatible. And it's kind of simple now with AMD because all the mainstream stuff is AM4+. And because of the forward and backwards compatibility AMD's promised till about 2022, I think it is, it means anything AM4+ is going to be compatible with each other. Now there are some caveats to that. Caveat, there are some exceptions to that. You can take a newer generation Ryzen CPU and pair it with an older generation Ryzen motherboard. So although you can go backwards compatible like that and save some money, I tend to make sure I stick with a generation of CPU and motherboard that are matched, or at least go with a newer motherboard than the current CPU that I'm with, if they are compatible with each other. If you're not the kind of person that's looking at changing this in the next year or two, and you're a 5-year builder plus, you aim for that 5-year mark of having the CPU or the PC last, then this is kind of irrelevant to you. And if you make sure you stick with the same generation CPU and motherboard, then it means that you're going to guarantee that all the features of the CPU that you have are there and unlocked and ready to go. And the motherboard's built to the capacity it needs to be built to support the particular CPU that you've put in there. So for the motherboard, we actually chose the MSI B450 Tomahawk Max, and we chose that for a couple of reasons. One, we've used it in the past, several times actually, and it's a very well-designed, well-built, and very good value of a motherboard. It doesn't have the highest chipset series for the CPU that we selected. That's because we also didn't go with the highest end CPU from the generation that we could have. So it's a pretty well-matched motherboard to CPU. Now the CPU we actually chose was the AMD Ryzen 5 2600X. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU, 4.2 gigahertz turbo clock. It's more than enough horsepower to do live streaming, gaming, video rendering. It's a really well-rounded all-around CPU. And we saved some money. The board with the highest end CPU from the generation that we could have, that we select value of a motherboard. It doesn't have the highest chipset series for the CPU that we selected. That's because we also didn't go with the highest end CPU from the generation that we could have. So it's a pretty well matched motherboard to CPU. Now the CPU we actually chose was the AMD Ryzen 5 2600X. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU, 4.2 gigahertz turbo clock. It's more than enough horsepower to do live streaming, gaming, 600 to CPU. Now the CPU we actually chose was the AMD Ryzen 5 2600X. It's a 6-core, 12-thread CPU, 4.2 gigahertz turbo clock. It's more than enough horsepower to do live streaming, gaming, video rendering. Just, it's a really well-rounded all-around CPU. And we save some money because it's not the latest generation of CPU from AMD. And because it's still available with current support and a really slashed price, it's really hard to beat its performance to price ratio. But that also means going with a super high-end motherboard that has all these features designed for like the 3700X, which we're not using, makes no sense. It would be wasted money. The B450 Tomahawk Max gives us 4 DIMM slots that we can expand our memory later on if we go with a dual channel kit now, which means if we went with a cheaper motherboard, we wouldn't be able to do that unless we replace both sticks of RAM. So for now, for this build, we're going to go with 2 sticks of RAM and then the option to add more later. So memory is pretty simple. You're not getting gouged like you were 2 years ago. There's no huge memory shortage around the world, and it's $200 for 16 gigabytes or $100 plus for a single 8 gigabyte stick. You can now get 16 gigabytes for well under $100. In fact, we're looking right now, all I did was search DDR4. One of the first ones that comes up right here is a $69 set of 2 times 8 gigabyte DIMMs of 3200 megahertz RAM from G-Skill Ripjaws. When it comes to shopping for RAM, first gen did from as fast as memory as you could get, and that was because of the Infinity Fabric and the way that the 2000 series, it was important, but still so much in the 3000 series, the Romans benefit or hit by speeding it up or slowing it. On the other hand, the faster the memory really goes well with get within 40. The fastest memory possible, again, unless you're using very are going to need the super fast memory with very tight. I think in a blind taste test, you'd have a hard time seeing 2666 versus 4000 in just basic computing. You're never going to know. So when it's board, or if you're running like an X platform on either Threadripper or Intel, then you're going to want per channel, and those are 4-channel systems. You need 4 sticks, at least 1 stick in each of those channels. A lot for your CPU.
Winner of this video, no message from iFixit by the makers of iFixit. Got a crappy graphics card? That's okay. iFixit. iFixit has all the tools you need to make your life better. Got a dirty phone screen? That's okay. You can fix it with iFixit. Okay, and just upgrade it. Ooh, iFixit can fix anything, even this. Got a problem with your friend? Fix him too. iFixit. Explosion.
All right, so based off the 7 already said, we've got 3. We've got power supply, we've got storage. It's an enclosure. Why it's an enclosure? Why can't you just put a desk? Well, by having an enclosure and having fans control the air, the only time the case is going to ever affect your system performance. Your motherboard, and you go with the right size case that matches your ATX form factor. So ATX, and to choose the light, because what you gain with a lot of money is aesthetics. But aesthetics, at the end of the day, having a beautiful case that I've got on your case, which is why we're going to go right. Now, power supplies are one of those things that I think a lot of, as long as they're 80 plus rated or higher, gray box that came out as case with a power supply included with it, you're usually not going to run into too much of a problem.